What it do, cool crew? Come on in, sit on down, and take a load off. Ice cream, anyone? There you go. You all comfy? If so, let's move on to today's discussion, which isn't surrounding Sora, or even the foretellers for that matter. I know, shocking, right? Nope, today we're going to be looking at a character that's said to be done and gone, but begs the question as to if we've really seen the last of them. That's right, everyone, it's time for a Xehanort video, which you'd think I'd have more of since Xehanort is in my top 2 favorite characters of the entire series, right up there next to my baby boy Sora, which, now that I think about it, what does that say about me that the big bad evil guy is one of my favorites? Huh.
Perhaps. That is, if you survived that long. You thought you could contain me here. Of all the places to be sent, once a seat of power for all Keyblade wielders. The world needs someone to stand up and lead, someone to dictate their destiny.
You become quite the Keyblade wielder.
Very well done.
Master Xehanort, a character that many like myself have grown more than acquainted with throughout the years. He arguably has the most lore and backstory out of everyone in the entire series. And even after his time has come to an end in Cage 3, to this day, we still don't know just how much there is that this man has kept a secret. Even with all of Dark Road included, which is a lot. I mean, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we were not expecting Xehanort's backstory to be as dark and as traumatic as it was. I'm sorry I left you, my friends, behind. Don't do this. This is where I belong. And look at this boy, stone cold. He's so young. Ericus, you give your friend a hug. Hug him right now, damn it. However, today that's exactly what I want to take a look at. That being, is Xehanort truly gone? And even if he is, what else has he not told us before his departure? Well, what if I were to tell you that there may be a lot, like the fact that Xehanort has been to the realm of unreality, Quadratum, or more specifically, young Xehanort has been there. Believe you me, I do lean in the camp and do believe that we have indeed seen the last of Xehanort. Old man Xehanort, that is. Again, looking at Kingdom Hearts 3, there are multiple instances in which Xehanort has let it slip that he's been to Quadratum at some point during his travels. Beginning at his first appearance in Toy Box, when speaking to Sora, he says something awfully peculiar that, when reading between the lines, could have a deeper meaning than simple trash talk.
Where am I?
Haven't you heard? In this world, you come from a video game. So now you can watch my experiment from inside that screen. That is, if you manage to find a moment's rest.
We see Xehanort tell Sora, in this world, you are a video game character. A character that Rex keeps mistaking Sora for. That being, of course, Yozora. Yozora, of course, being a character introduced in the Secret Movie and Remind, and is known to be from the realm of Quadratum. I could be looking too into it, but what if that's precisely what Xehanort is referencing? If Yozora was a video game character, we would not have seen him in the world of Quadratum with Sora. A popular theory floating around the space is that Yozora and Sora are two sides of the same coin, with Yozora literally meaning night sky, which is the opposite of Sora, which is just sky. If that is the case, not only does this phrase make sense even as to why Rex mistakes Sora as such, but more so, this would put Xehanort at the scene of Quadratum himself. Again, as he says, in this world, you are a video game character, but in another world, the world of Quadratum, you are real, aka Yozora. Now, I don't believe this to be too far of a stretch when we look at another scene further down the road when the Guardians fall and Sora is reclaiming everyone's hearts. Again, we run into young Xehanort and San Francisco, and again, Xehanort is on his Black Force energy when talking down to Sora. But when he is walking away, we hear him say with absolute confidence,
There's a high price to pay for wielding such power foolishly.
So what? You're worried about me now?
No, there's no saving you.
Mix this in with young Xehanort's final words in the Keyblade graveyard, and the picture starts to become a little bit clearer.
I'll go back to my time and live out my life. But Sora, you're done now. Your journey ends here.
What?
Goodbye, Sora. Your time in this world is...
Oh.
Between these two scenes, it seems as if Xehanort knows for certain that Sora will disappear to the world of Quadratum. I say this because at both points in the story, Sora was nowhere on his path to disappearing yet. Yes, he rewrote history 6 times already, but it wasn't until after Xehanort had crystallized Kairi and Sora broke a nature taboo in order to bring her back that he actually begins to disappear. Because of course, Kairi was a completely different scenario than the other Guardians.
Even with the power of waking, you can't just bring someone back.
But Kairi's heart hasn't been lost yet. She's still with us, right?
Maybe, but this time, I'm afraid the situation is a lot worse.
Hey, I've already restored 6 hearts. What's one more?
But that's not how it's supposed to work at all. The power of waking is meant to be used to wake and restore sleeping hearts, not to restore them after they've completely faded away from existence. You've done that 6 times before, and as a result, you've managed to greatly alter the course of history itself. You've broken a nature taboo.
I don't care.
What?
There's a lot I don't understand. But I know that this is all I can do right now. I have to do everything I can to get Kairi back. That's the whole reason behind my journey.
I can't stop you, can I?
Nope, I have to follow my heart.
Well, then this really is goodbye.
Meaning that Sora was fine up until this point, and he only really sealed the deal after saving Kairi, which again is after young Xehanort is gone and returned to his own time. So why does he sound so for certain in both instances that Sora is doomed for, if he was not around to witness it? And to that I say, was he really not around? Let's take a look at the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, where we see both the Master of Masters and another cloaked figure on top of the building. Both figures are looking down at Sora as he runs to save everyone from the new dark side. If this other figure is in fact young Xehanort, that would mean that he again was at the scene of Quadratum, which would make it make sense as to why he was so confident that Sora would disappear. He quite literally saw him with his own eyes. This wouldn't be so far-fetched either, considering young Xehanort was given an organization coat by the Master of Masters. So he definitely dresses the part, but I digress. Finally, there is another instance in which Xehanort shows with confidence that he is letting on more than he actually knows. This, of course, would be in Melody of Memories when he is speaking to Kairi. We see Xehanort tell her to remember what he had said to her back during his time as a researcher. Of course, this being about her mission.
Before, when my heart and body were still united as one, I told you about what would happen if we were to fail. If you arrive in a world that's neither of light nor darkness, but somewhere on the other side, your task will be far from easy. That is the answer I have for you.
Again, this statement shows that Xehanort knows about the world of unreality. Yen Sid even backs this claim up later on, saying that Xehanort must have been aware of this world for quite some time. Could it be that Xehanort had known about this world since he was a young boy? This, of course, would tie all of these scenes with young Xehanort and Kingdom Hearts 3 all together, showing that young Xehanort had at some point during his travels traveled to the world of Quadratum. This entire time, Xehanort could have already known of Sora's existence before he even met met him himself, even in Dream Drop Distance, which is kind of a crazy thing to think about, but honestly, I would believe it. Xehanort is one of those characters that always plans for every eventuality. Aside from the Master of Masters, Xehanort is one of those characters that is really puzzling to figure out, always playing his cards close to the chest and always manipulating things behind the scenes, so it wouldn't surprise me if this happened to be the case. However, until more evidence is revealed, or until Kingdom Hearts 4 gets another trailer, this is really all we have to go on for now. But again, even though Xehanort is done and gone, we could very well be seeing more of him in Quadratum. Now, of course, this would have to involve some sort of wacky time travel nonsense with Sora going back to the past, but again, it's Kingdom Hearts. Would we really be surprised? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this video. I know this one's a little bit more on the shorter side, but it was something that I just had to get out there. I've been seeing this discussion floating around the community for quite some time, and I had yet to put my 2 cents in on the subject. Whether this cloaked figure is Xehanort or Lushu or even Sigurd, I feel like in due time we will get the answers that we are searching for. But until then, it's been Val, I love your faces, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Later.